Hey creative adventurers, this is Shelly Hitz, and today I just want to hop on and share a quick message with you about how sometimes we need to give ourselves the permission to be a beginner in our art. Today I took a local watercolor class. It was a ton of fun, and I just love to fill my creative well. And so this is a great way to do that. Sometimes is to take classes. I have now over 25 classes available to you at yourcreativeadventure.com. There's tons of ways to fill your creative well. But I was sitting next to someone today and she said, Shelly, I have this art studio and I have everything laid out, all my paints and everything, but I'm not creating. Well, we talked about it, and I really believe that it's hard for her. And what she said is, she says, I want every piece that I create to be a finished, completed piece that I can post. Like, she's expecting every piece to be a masterpiece. She's stuck. She doesn't feel that permission to create because she wants everything to be a masterpiece. Have you ever felt that way? If so, just let me know in the comments. I know I have. When I first started my art journey, not even 2 years ago, I felt like my art looked like a kindergartner. Yeah, a kindergartner. My lettering, I was like, this looks horrible. Go back to my Instagram and look back to my beginning post. They're awful. So sometimes we need to allow ourselves the permission to create ugly art. And sometimes our art is not always to post. Sometimes our art is not meant to post on Instagram or to share with anyone else. It's for us. It's for the joy of creating. It's for the learning process. I was talking to another friend recently this week, and she was saying the same thing. She's like, Shelly, I bought all the supplies. I've watched your Skillshare classes. I've done this. And she said, but I'm not doing it. I'm not creating. For her, I also think it's that feeling of wanting it to be perfect. So there is a measure of perfectionism that goes into it. Are any of you perfectionist? If so, just let me know in the comments. But I love this quote from The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. She says, perfectionism is not a quest for the best. It is a pursuit of the worst in ourselves, the part that tells us that nothing we do will ever be good enough, that we should try again. And so basically, perfectionism is not a quest for the best. It's not about having a finished piece that you're proud of. It's actually bringing out the worst in you and saying, you're not good enough. You'll never be good enough. Why even try? You know what? If we don't give ourselves permission to be a beginner and to try, we'll never improve and be accomplished in any skill. And so that's what I had to do. I had to allow myself the permission to be a beginner. If you haven't taken my class yet, it's free. It's called Embrace the Artist in You. You can take it for free at yourcreativeadventure.com/free. And it will take you through 5 different mindset shifts that I had to make when I was first creating art in order to continue creating. And so it's a great place to start if you're feeling stuck in this place. But today you may need to write yourself a permission slip. Yeah, like actually take out a piece of paper or a note card and write permission slip on the top, and then write out, I give myself permission to be a beginner in lettering, or I give myself permission to be a beginner in watercolor, or whatever it is that you're exploring in this wonderful world of art. Allow yourself the permission and then start developing a daily time to create. Have a dedicated space. Even in the beginning, like I just had a tiny little space, but I made sure there was like a dedicated space so that I didn't have to get out my stuff and put it away every time. Have a dedicated space, even if it's just a little corner of your bedroom. And then have time to create every day, even if you're just practicing your alphabet or your basic strokes with lettering, or even if you're just taking some paint and putting it on there and just watching it move together. It's so beautiful to watch watercolor. Whatever it is, start developing a habit of creating. So I hope today that you will write out your permission slip. You will give yourself permission to be a beginner. You'll give yourself permission to create ugly art. And you know what? Let the creative flow run through you. No more blocks, no more stopping, no more having like all the supplies and all the things and never creating. It is time for you to create, and I'm excited to hear what is your aha moment from this video. So just share in the comments below anything that hits you, or where it is you're struggling, or where it is you're blocked, because I would love to help you really get unblocked and see this creative person in you come to life. Again, this is Shelly Hitz from yourcreativeadventure.com, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.